I watch your heart attack take my daddy so. Just him, me and him was his goal. He come out the concrete, was a road. Ain't no weapons formed against me, and still I rose. Just say my role ain't rocky now. And if I show what I got, they make me cocky, huh? With all his, watch it buy me down. It's time for some healing, put my faith in forgiveness.
Okay.
For my heart, I'm concealing. Seem like everybody tripping.
Music.
And I
Yeah.
and plant the kid like a dental object. See my eyes
Stand for operatories.
See, I was
Birthed in a laboratory.
That's
Yeah.
my
Dog, that's my laboratory.
You say you
Win, that's a different story.
They say I ball
Like on Robert Horry. I pass with rock and swear to
Studio
God all my
performance.
niggas scoring.
Man.
I put my team before me. We don't do low performance. We don't do low performance. We showing
Exclusive.
bigger bragging. This is my poker moment.
You know where you finding this?
Bro.
Man, it's unspoken
Dope.
conversation. Back in this
Unspoken
bitch.
conversation.
It's your boy
Back
H1
in
the
the
Source.
D-boy
Bro.
fresh the charming asshole.
Hey, you know who we got on the mic, man? Older y'all, new to y'all, but older us, man.
So I feel to be the chosen one.
This ain't his first time pulling
Hey,
up with
get it
us.
right.
Yeah,
Rose.
pull up to the new spot.
Yeah.
A moving spirituality.
We done moved up like George and Weezy.
Let them know who you are, man.
With 3 eyes, ain't no second guessing.
Dr. Rose in the building.
See on the one, which
man.
implies this is why I'm tested. You see your lies, and this is what you're ripping. Rose. Hey, it's the Dr. Rose. How y'all know Rose Aesthetics, man. We back in the building, walking again. With
Welcome,
unspoken
welcome.
Yeah,
conversations,
welcome
man.
back, bro.
Saving a lot of people's lives when it comes to the grill.
ManifestYourSmile.org. We have a ManifestYourSmile.org giveaway going on right now.
Your grill is
So,
everything.
Your
Hey.
grill is everything.
If you can't afford it and you need that giveaway, man, go on, let them know how
I tell them I am from fee
you got-
to a free.
You got a layaway plan for the ones who can't.
I am free to a fee. Maybe on any given day, man. You got a fee. You might be free sometimes. So at the end of the day, man, it's all about locking in, man. It's like literally going around and seeing it exposed and being part of life. That is the whole meaning of manifesting your smile and speaking life to existence today.
Yeah.
So that's what we doing, man. It's a giveaway going on. Log on to it, manifest.
Well, the ones who don't know you from, the last show, tell me a little bit
Dr.
about
Rose.
Yeah,
I'm
what
one
you do, man.
I would say dentist. I wouldn't call myself a cosmetic dentist because I just say I'm a dentist, man. That's what God made me, a dentist. And it's the blessing to you.
Cover
be
all
like,
lanes of it.
all
So you
lanes.
pull
I'm a
teeth
dentist,
and giving
man.
niggas
I do everything,
veneers.
man. Whatever you need.
You a dentist.
We there,
Root
man.
canals, wisdom teeth.
I'm giving
Braces.
I'm giving them true artistry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you this, dude.
Yes, Sudersky.
I feel like more now than ever,
Mm-hmm.
you having to redo people's fuck ups when it comes to the reason I say that because I know the quality of work you do.
So this the thing, right? I've always said that. So I've always said I would have to try to transverse these regions of phases of life that we're gonna go through.
Yeah.
All right. So the phase was I knew people wanted to get their teeth fixed because, it is hard going through life thinking that you only got one option, either to be in pain or pull it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Them some of the only options you're
There's a
forced
lot of
with
niggas
in
with
life.
their
You know what
whole
I'm
side
saying?
of their shit gone.
So, and that's where I come from,
Yeah.
right? So I always knew at times like, nah, man, we're gonna get to where we actually need smiles.
Mm-hmm.
So and plus I was broken with smile. I was grew up from not just more than a broken smile, it's just more than a broken home too as well. So even knowing that shit, I gotta be something that I wanna be in order to transverse my life into something I wanna become.
So that's how you got into, dentistry.
That's how I got into dentistry and got to transforming smiles and knowing that the wave would be that these people from broken places are gonna want to smile again.
Yeah.
You can't keep them down so long.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened during the pandemic because you was talking about before, like the pandemic, like, nah, man, you gave people a taste of what it felt like to feel good.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
it
because you
felt
see,
like.
you when somebody get their teeth done, their mouth can't stay closed, bro. They got the Steve Harvey, man. Like, for
Steve
real.
Harvey,
That's how Too Short was.
You can tell when somebody got their just laughing for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so to be able to provide that,
Yeah, man.
I'm sure that's an aesthetic in itself that, and I ain't gonna lie, you gotta take pride in being able to service people that look like you and provide them a
I
comfort.
mean, that's humility.
Yeah,
It
man.
ain't even pride no more. Because if I had pride, I would try to match pocketbook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And start trying to look at it as numbers and all. But humility is saying like, hey, I have to come in here and provide great work.
Yeah.
just to make you look good and feel good.
Mhm.
So I have to put whatever I'm going through to the side of that day and say,
Yeah.
hey, let's go in here and make this work. I have to put, and that's why I feel like the most thing about dentists is we have to put our perspective of feel good to the side to make the patient feel good if you truly want to make the patient feel good
Yeah.
when it comes to the smiles. And that's why I put so much energy into the cases now to where I've always put energy, but it's almost thought energy into concern, to love,
Yeah.
into these cases to make sure that, hey, I'm giving you everything.
A lot
I'm
of
giving
people
you
scared as hell to the
exactly.
dentist
I'm
now.
giving you concerns. This is my concerns. This is my hope. I'm giving you everything. I'm not just giving you the good.
Yeah.
Because the good, it can manifest something that you may not ever come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the concerns.
But
which
like you
means
said, there's a lot of us scared of that dentist.
everyone's scared.
I mean, it's
Like, and I think
it's like hearing that drill when you're in the waiting room.
yeah, man.
That's just the worst.
So it's no way to make somebody feel comfortable. So the best thing you can do is just provide like good energy. Because I know sometimes you come in there, you ain't feeling social, you ain't feeling like you want to be bothered, but you can't show that face. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to, to allow that customer to have a warm experience, like you said. So does it ever get overwhelming for you?
Yeah, all the time. Because I always say, I tell people all the time, I'm one of the biggest casting entertainers that no one really know about.
Yeah.
Because I have to I got to exaggerate how I feel certain days
Yeah.
in order to overcome how I really feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the whole point of even having energy. If you don't have energy, you got to get to a point to where you don't even, like, you dead even now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To even overcome a patient that's not even having it.
Yeah.
So that's you got to have that extra amount of energy to say, oh shit, not only if I'm having a bad day, this patient having a bad day, but I got to make this shit all
But
work
you the
today.
boss. So that the whole operation is like the quarterback. You know, my morale is going to pretty much push the whole office.
So you push the whole, but you're saying like everyone has a different perspective of morale.
Yeah.
So this is why it's always just trying to say create a culture
Yeah.
that's built around what your definition of morale is.
Yeah.
But guess what? When you're going through those phases, you don't know where you at until you just left where you're going from.
Yeah.
Coming from.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why everything's so fucking tricky with being a business owner. You know, from the standards, the cultures, from society of having the blueprint. And this is why people always ask, man, why black business fail? Because they understand that. Well, I mean, we don't understand sometimes that, hey, man, really hiring family isn't good.
Nope.
But they tell you that though, right? They tell you that,
It's not
but you
good to
don't
mix
really,
blood
because
with
you can
money,
make
period.
it, but you can make it like feasible
Yeah.
because it's you that's being the odds. But they don't tell you, no, it's not that, man. It's
Can't
the fact.
pull everybody
but
up with you.
It's just the fact that people got a different emotional state when it comes from business to emotion. And sometimes your idealism of morality isn't the same way as you would take it in your family.
Yeah.
But you can't be two different people to your family.
Yeah.
You either got to be one person consistency because that's what your family want to see.
Yeah.
But they don't want to see a business side of you because the business side is going there and having to humble yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes that is why, not because they fuck. No, it's the understanding of emotions and business and logic differs.
And so also to piggyback on that, I think when you try to like integrate family into something you're doing, I think sometimes they take for granted your authority. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for your family to look at you as the leader.
Yeah.
And that's
because
the
they-
emotional
Especially if
aspect.
they done something for you before.
Yeah, you
But
know?
They gonna throw that shit.
But that's the solely emotional
Yeah.
standpoint that we try to avoid.
Yeah.
Not because it's not true or not. It's because it's kind of different in this arena, can folk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Right,
different. Like in
right.
this arena, kind of like, yeah.
Don't call them a nickname.
Yeah,
I mean, if you getting on somebody ask for something and your family doing it, and that person see your family doing it, you like you have to.
Or like shit, if you create an office culture versus a family culture,
Right.
your family culture is different when you're home because you're home, you're a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can really be you. If it,
But at the office, not saying this happened to me, but I'm literally saying I see the transgressions that people deal with when they start their business. It's saying like, hey, that person in two different ways because he has learned the art of trying to grow a business and think outside the box, but also keeping it real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And that's why, like, especially with you, doing business in a place that you grew up in,
Yeah.
with people that you know your whole life, do you feel it's hard to navigate as far as being fair, because the reason I say is everybody looking for the hookup. You know, everybody, looking for you to skip the line for them. Everybody feel like my need is bigger than others. Yeah. So how do you keep the line separate? Especially being somewhere where
honesty is the blessing comes the way you treat people. All right. So it's not about the money to me.
Yeah.
It's never about the money, because if it's about the money, shit, I'd be out working right now. And instead of trying to come spread the ministry, and talk and give vocal intellectual power and stuff like that. So it's about the way you realize that the blessing comes from when you bless others.
Yeah.
It's truly true. If I can say, you know what, I'm giving you something that I feel is, can take you to the next part of your life.
Yeah.
That's his blessing, because I can always walk away with either learning that I knew that I truly learned something from him or something from her in my life. And that's where I truly come from. It's like, in order to give a discount, I would have to reach you at your level now.
Yeah.
Right? And your level is dictating how everything will go. So that's why it couldn't be about the money, because if the money is dictating who I am or not, I would go wherever the money go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's about literally saying, if you come in and you have something that we can bond with, and I can literally, you touch something in me and we can talk about it, and we can go and we can see how it can work for both of us.
Yeah.
Because one thing I have learned that, man, these smiles are difficult to transform. They are so difficult to get right, and it may take more than once sometimes.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and so that's the hard thing about it.
Yeah.
So if I give you a discount, do you feel like I discredit the work when you don't get it right the first time?
Yeah.
That's the thing, because that's how some people feel, that they don't get what they want.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't put as much work in me because I gave you a discount. Yeah. No. It just was a hard one, and you asked me to discount, and I felt sorry. Now you feel sorry. I empathize.
This 23 years of fuck ups. I'm trying to redo.
So, but you say that shit though. But you gotta say that shit though. I said, man, hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. God damn it, man. Shit, man. Listen, God gave you
your thumbs. You was 20.
Yeah, man.
And you want me to fix this shit in 2 hours?
Exactly. So that be the biggest thing, is knowing that I still gotta take it that much more than the money, because like, man, I now if I take the money, it comes with so much of me still trying to deep down and give you great product.
Yeah, right.
Because if I do slack, you're gonna say, because you gave me a discount.
Yeah.
Shit.
And discount or not, you still want your product to still be the best shit out of the street.
Exactly. So that's why
representation.
Every time she smiled, people don't know you gave her a discount or whatever the case.
And not just here's you. But and that's why I say, like, that's what people gotta understand. Like, no, you're a walking billboard for me, man.
Exactly.
If I mess up, if I half-ass you, and you're gonna say it. So why would I want you saying the truth?
Especially when it's one of us who did the work.
Man,
oh my
you
God.
have a Facebook post 17 lines long.
Why? And that's the whole point about your truth coming to light. Why would I want that truth to be out there? No, that's why I'm going to give you my fucking all, because that's not going to be the truth to me.
Right.
I'm going to really live me. So the truth is, I tried my all on this motherfucking case, because that is true. Like, I thought about it. I told you. I even went back and forth with you. But man, let me get it right again. Shit, I'm a headstrong person. I'm going to try to get it right.
Yeah.
Shit, try shit.
I know it's always that one person that like, right before they get out the barbershop, they hold a mirror for about
ain't always all
3, 4, 5 minutes.
But hey, shit, matter of fact, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to do it before you do it. Hold on. Sit right back down for me. Yeah. Hold on, let me go and get you.
They looking for the mirror.
Do it one more time. Hold on. Get one of your head back. What you think about that, Val? I'm doing it all, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
A new smile gotta be like a new kidney.
When you be posting those pics of them with the before and afters, man, I be like, man, that's magic, bro. Like, honestly, think of how dudes feel after we get a haircut.
Man, you feel like a brand.
You feel like a whole
new
man. Now imagine something like your teeth. Like you walked in looking fucked up.
Used to cover your mouth like Celia and Color.
Hey, man, it ain't number God. That's why I always tell people, it ain't number God, man. Listen, because I even think about how I even got to this damn journey, man.
Man, let them know your story.
Man, listen, no, man. The thing is, if I had to tell you stories, I had to go through a lot of reliving pain and putting other people back into these painful situations. So I can't really go back into it deep how it really was, man.
You can give us the condensed
but I can
version.
give you the synopsis, man. So you go through so much, even like the years you put into like dental school.
Yeah.
Even the years you put into undergrad, you competing. And I always say, man, y'all think it's hard. You know how niggas tuck their tail when laws come.
Yeah.
You gotta do that shit for a professor, man.
Nah, for real.
You know how many professors you gotta tuck your tail to?
Like
You can't talk shit to.
is that man has your future in the balance.
No, it ain't even your future. It's your grade, your GPA.
Hey,
That is the biggest thing that people don't understand.
it's the game.
Your GPA shows that you can go sit in a structure and sit with them and literally say, I can out manipulate a test score. And that's how I looked at it. I looked at tests as like, oh, no, you're a test, motherfucker. It ain't with the knowledge on the paper. It's to say you trying to trick me.
Yeah.
So I find the right answers just based off trickery and shit that I've learned over life.
So, cause you had to go through what 12 years of how long does it take? To
So
get the industry?
so this how it is, right? I went to nursing school before I went to dental school, right?
Okay.
But I'm a nerd when it comes to science because I really believe that the science tried to explain the Bible, but they kind of lack a little bit other areas, and that's why we keep on pushing science.
Yeah.
Because we want it. You know what I mean? But I'm a true believer in science too, but I'm so believer in spirituality and God and religion after going through what I went through in my life. So I went through school, and through the school of trans, like I had to learn religion. This is like literally how I set up everything literally played to this thing. Not only are you competing with like people, right? People competitive. You compete with some of the top people who want to aspire to be doctors.
Right.
That is the cheat code for them.
Yeah.
You know, becoming a doctor. We always say, man, all the other them Nigerians, they smart, right? The Asians, they smart. The white people, man, what about black people? We just talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No, that's what they always say.
Yeah, that's what they
right?
think.
So I had to say, nah, I'm competitive in this because I work hard, because smartness is an illusion. Smartness is saying I know something before you.
Yeah.
Think about it. And if I know it before you, I can retain it long enough in my brain to spit it out and regurgitate it in a better way. I can translate it. That's what I deem smartness as. So I realized like, oh no, my way is I think differently. So your ways out the hood is going to be through science. You know, and that's how I got into the whole field of science. You know, I literally was doing deductive reasoning of why, yeah, bro, you 5'5", play basketball. Right, no, seriously. I'm literally not bullshitting with you. When it came down to everything, you tried football, it wasn't for you, bro. It wasn't for you. You good, man, but nah, it ain't for you. Basketball, you got aggression, man. You short, you play defense, you know how to dribble the ball. Everything short people supposed to do. But they say, yo, so like, what's a 4 billion? Shit, you know what? You can't do it. So I started playing art maker games, right? So I went to healthcare. Oh, you're a nerd. You love science. Oh shit, science is central to everything. If you know science for anybody, they're gonna think you're a fucking god.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So I went to nursing school. Oh, guess what happened? Oh, you're a nurse. Everybody want to know everybody out the health. So I got this thing going on in my heart.
Right, I got a lot.
Oh shit, I'm the man because I know motherfucking heart questions.
My high blood pressure. My eye twitch.
So your esophagus, you know, it's your thyroid then. It's your thyroid.
Now they gonna have you on that prayer call.
Right. So so I realized, oh shit, the blessing really comes in knowing knowledge now.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're a fucking male. You can't make it as a male nurse. Oh no, you're not. You got an ego problem. You got a fucking ego problem. I knew me.
Yeah.
I knew me.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I knew my ego at the time.
Yeah, and you couldn't carry the nurse.
I can't carry that nurse because guess what? They on her. Nurse fucker? Shit. God damn it, man.
Lie. Before travel nursing, we saw the bag. You know, nurse.
Yeah. He's like, you got me fucked up. You want me to carry people, huh? You want me to carry people. So, that story there. Yep. Oh, nursing. No. But even in nursing school, right? The professors and like the people, because I went to all women nursing school, really. It was at Baylor. Okay. So that's why I was like, man, I've been around a lot of races, man, a lot of cultures and everything. So even there, I learned like, dude, I'm intelligent. That's when I learned, so I started learning a lot of things about myself because they used to like, why you here? Because I knew organic chemistry before them. Yeah. But I had the ability to retain medicine based off of chemical structures. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they was like, wait, you know this? I was like, yeah, I took organic chemistry. Like, why you here? I'm like, shit, I'm setting up my life to be good. Yeah. But but even on those journeys, I was learning so much about cultures and knowing, you learn how to fit in. Yeah. And that's the only thing people don't understand, why people like those who make it try to go back, because though we had to learn how to fit in somewhere else.
Yeah. Some people come from neighborhoods where all you see is you every day.
So it's like shit. When you get comfortable and get to let your feet down at the cookout, like you kind of want to let it down sometimes.
Have you always been able to intermingle? Because someone like myself, I went to school outside my neighborhood after elementary, so I've had to learn how to navigate in the world outside my own.
So, and that was I told you earlier why I'm the best entertainer. Why? Because my whole life has been integrating and knowing which tone to judge to get in there. But I had to say, you know what? Oh shit, it's not me doing this. God working in me, the ability to adapt.
Yeah,
and
that's a skill.
That is truly a skill.
Yeah.
To adapt, and that's why I say, oh shit, it's not you. God giving you the ability to soak up and learn from your past transgressions, and it's pushing you. So where it feels like you're changing, no, you're growing in ways that people don't understand.
Yeah.
But and like I always tell people, how I am now is in dental school.
Yeah.
I just had to learn that each mode of me has to walk in a certain light.
Yeah.
And it has to walk in a light that uphold the standard of, God being the end all be all, and he's the start and Messiah in my life, in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So and that's what I learned through the whole journey. Like, no, you are everything. You are truly everything. Like, do you rap? Yes, I rap. I go hard as shit, man.
Yeah.
Do I entertain? Do I act? Yes, I go out there and act and entertain a crowd when it's time to perform.
Yeah.
But when it's time to be a doctor, that's one level I take it up and take super serious, because this is in the 1% of the people who didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But
it's the work that went in that a lot of people are not built to do.
Yeah,
like, I know
real.
me personally, I couldn't wait to get out of school.
Yeah.
And I hate that sometimes I didn't condition myself to like build up that part of me until I was older and grown.
Yeah.
And like, so especially being, you make it look good to be a dentist. You know
feels
what I'm saying?
good shit. I mean,
But the thing about it, everybody doesn't. But you know how the thing is in the hood. Kids don't feel like you can have all the toys that the entertainers have, but seeing you tangibly be able to say, no, I'm a doctor, but I got everything that you feel like success looks like, and I got it my way.
Yeah.
I feel as though you get a lot more inroads with kids because, like you said, the probability, the law of average.
Because we're used to someone making it for us instead of going and go do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And I can't speak for everyone when I say this, but I see that so many people want reality for others to be their reality.
Yeah.
Because they know that it has something attached to it. Like, oh, they did because they had a label. Like I tell people all the time, we walk, I pull up to the mall, people greet me.
Yeah.
What's good, Dr. Rose?
Yeah.
I talk to them the same way I talk to everyone. By God, by how I did it. And I literally tell him, being my life like a rock star shit, and then people don't even see it.
Yeah.
And I was telling him earlier, like, in life's like, shit, everything that you see, my crowd do it for me.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go out there and try to get in nowhere else lane, because I get it where I want to receive the love from.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the love I receive. So because I know my audience.
Yeah.
My audience service kids who want to be in dental school, who love this, people who understand trauma and their pain and overcoming hood and want to see a black man win.
Mm-hmm.
Old young women who praying for my success and just my blessings because they see how hard I'm trying. And those young ones who see the hunger in my eyes say, we doing it for us. That is who I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
I can't entertain so much energy of those who spend so much energy to hating something or someone who puts out an energy of light.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't fuck with me then.
Yeah.
Then I can't give you what you looking for.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
Hurt people.
I
man.
don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. And I literally know. Now I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing good over here, which means why I'm really doing it then.
Right.
Yeah.
If I got to go explain to you.
But them the type of people that bring it out of you, make you have to let them know.
And
like,
those are
the
those-
shit you going through is way bigger than my success, my nigga. But you know, hurt people.
And that's the seek and destroy mentality. So that's why I say, nah.
exactly.
What keeps me in la land and know that, hey, no. Like you said, I don't even call it self-made. I call it God-made, because I realized every opportunity God put in my life was either a blessing or a lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn for it. I was going to always repeat it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that I speak with me projecting how I feel, what I've been through, and what I assume hope to come one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they give me insight of how business is supposed to run. And that's why I say I love all of it now. Cause shit, I get to speak life into people, and I actually gotta know, like, shit, in order for me to hit these avenues, I must keep God first.
One thing I've noticed you said in this whole time is about exuding light, happiness, and your faith. We don't have to get into the details, but
It's Sersky.
with everything that went on, especially the last couple of years, has there ever been a point in time where it's like the darkness kind of seemed like it was a lot more, or it felt like you had to work to be like yourself again? Was there a process?
Shit, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, because you adapt to it, but you don't feel it's that. I say if you can manifest great things, you can anxiety bad things.
Yeah.
It is.
Anxiousness, PTSD,
all that. So and that is the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you go through these things, you lose security.
Yeah.
So when you lose security, you lose that blanket of the fear that you once had. That it was kind of the blanket of security, but you got fear now.
Yeah.
Because it's all you look around. So I was telling people that the fear didn't come from like the physical. It came from things that led up to it, that led to the decision to go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the words you say, like, oh shit, jinx, I can't say that word because last time I said that word, something bad happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Then attributing certain things in your life. It's a mental game. And I tell people all the time, like, anxiety is one of the things that can literally get the best of you. Because when it's like a repetition of like, nope, try again, nope, try again, nope, try again, nope, try again.
Yeah.
It's how many times you can do it in your brain, say, oh shit, I can't, you know what I mean?
You get in your own way.
So, and that's what the thing people gotta realize, like, nah, those things and learning to overcome, because I tell people like, man, nah, one thing that's always intrigued me my whole life was the brain.
Yeah.
So I've always learned like about brain and behavior and stuff like that. So because it's one of like science is one of the things I really felt like pulling towards, because shit, man, it was like, it's good to know like how things evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing as learning history.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Darskate.
I mean, I like how you spoke on, because I've never really heard it spoken like that, where anxiety can get the best of you because you can create the anxiousness, the anxiety, especially off of an incident that was out of your control. That's when it really gets to you, because I look at it like this. Sometimes we feel as though the world we know and loved betrayed us at some point in time. And that's a hard thing to look in the mirror and get past, especially when you feel as though I've only put out good in the world. Like, how could y'all do me like that?
And you know how you got to do it. And I be telling people, when you look in the mirror, you got to retrace, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like when you retrace what led up to it, it's the anxiety of, oh shit, is that leading up to the same thing? Because I see some of the same symptoms. And that's when people don't trigger change.
Right.
Change.
Yeah.
Because you're feeling this, because you're unsettled.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. And that's why I said, no, people got to know. And that's why I said one thing I did learn was discernment.
Yeah.
And I said, how? Because discernment helped me stay here,
Yeah.
and say, try again. But this time, how will you try it again? You learn that if it's going around that same path again, maybe you're doing something in your life to go towards that same path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if it's getting better, 2 day good, 1 day bad, but you see the progression and you working slowly towards like, oh yeah, we working towards it. I ain't around the same crew no more. I ain't doing the same things no more.
Yeah.
Shit.
But that looks different when because you have to separate.
Yeah.
And people don't understand it when you separate, but it's like, I have to move differently. And also, I know you have to start going off of instinct at that point.
Yeah.
More than ever.
I mean, that's hard because shit, your instincts led you to that point too.
Yep.
So what? Like, name just one thing that, I guess one thing that damn near broke you while you were, going through dental school and on your way up to where you are now. Like one thing that shook you to the core and you was like, damn, I don't know if.
Was it a
one
fork
thing.
in the road moment?
It was I think I saw pain in my mama's eyes. And that's one thing that kind of hurt me. And then you can't see pain in your eyes, but your mama gonna reflect your pain.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. Okay. Okay.
Like your mama is you.
Yeah. Those nerves that feel.
And mama know.
Mama,
Even if you tell mama I'm good, mama know you ain't good.
Let me tell you something. It is something called mitochondria DNA.
Explain.
Mitochondria DNA is only given for you from your mom, your birth mom.
Okay.
Right? So your mama truly have a trigger wire that knows her child. You know what I mean?
That's what mama knew you was lying.
So and I always
that's crazy.
and I tell people when you see the pain in your mom's eyes, because your mom see it in your eyes, and your mom hurt because you hurt.
Yeah.
And that's what triggered. Because oh shit, I'm hurt because she see me, and I don't think I'm hurt, but her son is hurt.
You can visibly remember it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can visibly remember that look. It never goes away. Yeah. That's like disappointment. Seeing your parent disappointed.
But that's pain.
Yeah, that's the pain.
And this is how you can truly understand change through pain. And that's why I was like, man, sometimes people don't understand the perspective of pain, because it's like if you always live in pain, you live in depression. Like, no, I just know that what can happen can happen.
Yeah.
But what makes me go through it and makes me not be this imbalance is knowing that, hey, no, every day I work towards being a better person. And I right my wrongs when I have a chance to, because I know how I feel not having a chance to right or wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's not even right or wrong, but not right or understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because who's wrong nowadays?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's about right and the understanding that I had to grow through life and understand about my father passing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I said, you got to go through it to look back and say, oh, that was the wisdom that I had to learn.
Yeah.
But
got to go through it to get to it, man.
I mean, to brighten it up a little bit, do you have a viewpoint or a physical aspect that will bring out a true win? Like, I've made it to the pinnacle of where I wanted to be.
Every day I fucking wake up and say it. Every day I find one fucking great thing that happened.
Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah.
I truly got to. Now that sound like bullshit. No bullshit. I'd be like, oh shit, God gave me
your perspective change.
Yeah. Because my anxiety was what happened to me that day. I always wanted to be near a fucking entry of a store I'm walking in.
Yeah.
So, literally, nigga had to go get a handicap. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that shit to be near it.
Yeah.
So when you really get it, it's I ain't gotta be near it no more. I feel better now. Because what I said, what led to it, made me traumatized, because what saved my life was I was near one.
Yeah.
So that made replay my mind. They say your life being near one, being near a handicap. Yeah. So when I was working out of it, I always had to feel that nourished. So now when I see parking spots close, I thank God. God kind of knew me.
Yeah.
God know me. Shit, I still do prefer being close. I still do prefer being close.
Because you never know, it can be a split second. So every second, count.
So niggas man, you just get on this journey because no, man, listen, you realize shit, how many times you nearly escaped death.
Man, listen.
And then you realize, the fuck what, man, I ain't gonna keep on avoiding this shit.
Playing as a kid.
So it's you go from the kid. Yeah. Knowing what your parents been through, everything of how you made it, what you did to do this, to do that. That's why I said people don't know the story that you went through behind to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you mean to tell me, even dodge the stuff that was put in us because we didn't know the blueprint.
Yeah.
When we said earlier, no, we didn't know the blueprint of how to be successful, that life is sometimes a business, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I tell my little brothers that it's a game. And it's not a game that you take for granted. I mean, when I say it's a game, is every step has a result.
Yes.
Every place on the board has a result. And so how you matriculate and navigate, because a lot of times people feel as though I got time. But I always say, you ever seen a basketball team down by 22 in the second quarter and they work themselves back?
Yeah. And
they tie the game up in the fourth quarter and they run out of gas.
Yeah.
But you created the deficit.
Exactly.
So you're exuding and expending so much more energy to catch up.
And what we talked about earlier. You gotta have that much more energy to even come out with a win after you built that
just
energy.
to get tired.
Yeah,
I had to exert everything I had and empty the clip
just to break even.
Exactly, and that is the loophole. When you see, like, even when I run this race, it's gonna be pains, pitfalls, but it's gonna be glory times.
Yeah.
But it's how do I encounter those times? Because guess what? Guys say it wasn't gonna rain. He didn't say it wasn't gonna rain.
Yeah.
He said it was going to rain on the just and unjust.
Mm-hmm.
He said you're going to have trials and tribulations.
Blessings and lessons, man.
Blessings and lessons. So whatever you take it as, he said, you was going to go through it, motherfucker. I didn't say you wasn't going to go through it.
Make it easy.
You know, and that's when you realize, like, I'm not predicting depression. I'm just knowing that depression will come. And when it comes, I don't know how it's going to come, but I can learn from it. And I can recognize and hold myself accountable and say, I am in that phase, because I realized last time I was in this phase, even though it was a different situation, I still displayed some of the same characteristics.
Right.
This is my comfort zone. Oh, shit, I am working in comfort zone, which means I'm not working in a good space right now.
Your comfort zone is a scary place to be because you're not challenging yourself.
Super scary.
And you're not reaching your potential. When you're in your comfort zone, that means no exertion is taking place. You don't make gains in the gym lifting the same amount of weight.
And the people gotta realize the whole comfort zone is knowing that life is gonna be uncomfortable. You know, life is going to be uncomfortable, but how do you prepare for it mentally? How do you mentally prepare for it, knowing that there are some good days, there are some bad days, but I won't complain. And it says this all in the Bible. It says this everywhere in fucking life.
Absolutely.
And when I see people and I talk to them about it, I'm like, hey, man, listen, okay, you don't believe in the Bible, but what you believe in? Oh, we believe in vibes. All right, cool. Let me break it into your vibe. Wait now.
Yeah.
Let me get to your vibe.
It's a good and a bad and everything
energy.
you believe in.
Everything you believe in is a good and a bad.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good force and opposing force.
Yeah.
Thermodynamics say energy need to be created or destroyed, but only transferred.
Yeah.
So that's the laws of thermodynamics. And we talk about kinetic energy and potential energy and all those things. So you say we talk about the energy spirit, we talk about spiritual. Oh yeah, them demons. Let's talk about demons and all them saints and sinners just everywhere. But you got to learn how to navigate it because you're both those.
You know,
you both good in
you know the easiest way, and you spoke about it earlier about like because you've gone through it, you know when it's coming.
Yeah.
Like depression, anxiety. I feel as though that's what kind of hinders us a lot as a society. Not even as a society, as a race and as a people, because we haven't been able to vocalize our depression, our anxiety in the past. So we have no practice with dealing with it and navigating it. And that way, now we're getting to the point where we're aware of it slowly but surely. But it's harder for us to deal with how to navigate.
Because guess what? We're wearing it now. We all have a chance at looking good.
Yeah.
On the inside and out. And I always tell people that come to me, you must first learn how to embrace your inside beauty.
Yeah.
That's why people be like, oh shit, she's so talented. Because they know how to take that talent and transform it to beauty. And that is amazing entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have some people that's, just come with attitudes and become beautiful and become real mother bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And not just talking about women, I'm talking about men and women. They both can become divas.
Absolutely.
But it's not about that. It's about saying like, hey, we have an opportunity to now like cleanse. Because we are going through, I won't even say a recession. We're just going through a time where we have so much accessible entertainment.
Yeah.
Like we got so much accessible
God.
look
Sometimes
like
too much.
shit. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
It's
too much.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
It
And
really is.
I always say it's hard as hell. You have to really believe in yourself. Like to even put yourself
I got ADHD.
So imagine trying to put up, like you do music, we have a podcast. You know how hard it is to put yourself in this big ass ocean of people trying to do what you do. And like you said, we competing. But at the end of the day, we're not really competing, but we're competing. What I mean by that is you're not going to do anything and put your effort into anything and you don't want to be the best at it.
That is the nature of a true man is want to go get it. And that's why I don't fault none of these people.
Yeah, because some like you have to be willing to jump off the porch. I feel like so many people have not reached their potential or found their true gift. Because I've heard I've always believed everyone has a gift, but some people never find it because, like you said, they might have to get uncomfortable to find it.
The thing about uncomfort is everyone has to find that time when time slows down.
Yeah.
And I don't care. When you're great at what you do, you know when time slows down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's so many hours you got to put into it and try to merge everything that will make you great at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And greatness only comes, it's like lightning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it come quick.
You got to be comfortable in what your role is and this perceived what it is. And that's why the beauty of life, you said life is a game. Life is chess. And I always tell people, you can be more than just the people who play chess. You can be the person who put on the event.
Yeah.
Right.
Find your place.
You know what I'm saying?
Think big, think bigger.
Big. Like everyone applaud the two chess people who compete. Think about the person who got those two brilliant minds to come together and sit down and host it, and literally had to say, you know what, I got these two brilliant minds in the room. And it was amazing just to be around some geniusness for the sake. But you would have to take a lesser role.
Yeah.
But the what's the odds of so many people being in a room with this many intellects and getting to learn from something?
Everybody want to be the Suge Knight.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to play in the background.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. This one I knew. I always, how they say sometimes, if you could go back in time with what you know now, how would that look?
What?
The reason I say that is I was at Made in America last year, and I'm watching this huge production, and something came over me. It was like some big ass speakers up there. They probably paying a man $200,000 just to put those up.
Yeah.
You finding where the jobs are just in this
Exactly.
whole production.
Yeah.
Somebody planted. Somebody's overseeing security. So like all of these are real careers, but we
Behind
see
the
that
scenes.
one or two people on the stage, and we feel
Exactly.
as though I want to be that.
Want to be that.
But it's somebody outside of that makes this entire thing go.
Works.
Right.
And that's the beauty of it, knowing that I am the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
That's what the creation is about. Think about
This
it.
doesn't come to fruition
Exactly.
if I don't make my job my job.
I have to see it.
Yeah.
Not only have I have to see it, I have to envision that before it happens. Not only that, I have to think outside my body and say, who can literally create everything and curate it, all this stuff. So you would have to be all those type of people. So you would have to all in turn humble yourself and say, hey, I need help putting this dope event. And also, I got to go through the trials and tribulations of life
Yeah.
to even learn chess.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like everyone think like, nah, bro, the truly gifted knowing that art takes so much time to create. And those great big moments of greatness is because everyone exuberated their expertise at one time.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, nah, man, I would just want to be in the room and learn like, okay, since you are a project coordinator, I need to learn you because someone contract you to be because you're the best at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Like someone asked you to be here because you're the best at what you're doing. Someone asked you to be here. So you got the best of the best in the room. So wherever you are at that time, someone's still going back home being the best at what they doing.
You know what?
So that's how I look at it.
What you just said remind me so much. So yesterday I was watching a interview of Joe Budden where he was interviewing the guy who killed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
And the guy was just talking about the entire process of how they were selected, how they didn't let them know where they were going. But so first of all, you have to have faith to know, like, I'm going to lead you somewhere and I'm going to get you home. Then let them know who they were coming to get. But imagine this. So he was like, when I left my daughter, knowing what I know and the fact that this was so top secret, I just wanted to take the time to spend some time with her and give her a gift that she could lead me by. So the uncertainty. So you got to have faith because the uncertainty of location, the uncertainty of coming back. But then when you start saying that everybody is elite at what they do, these are the best of the best that they're going to get the biggest, the worst motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
And so he was talking about the experience when they came on the Black Hawk, the helicopter. The temperature was hotter than they thought it was, so he couldn't hover in order to maintain it. He say any lesser pilot would have tried to elevate even with the pressure being impacted, and it would have caused the thing to fall and we all die.
Yeah.
But he said the 4 pilots that we had are the best of the best in the world. He was able to crash it by the propeller. That way the propeller is what broke the impact.
Mm-hmm.
and they were still able to crash, exit the Black Hawk, and enter the lane. So when you said, I got the best shooters, I got the best pilot, I got the best navigation. You gotta have all of the elite people
Thinkers.
to create greatness.
Like, I can't lose.
So you can't lose. If I had tried to like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have a great shooter here, but you know what, man, I can cut some corners and put this pilot in.
I can save a little money.
If the pilot is not as talented as he is, the whole thing falls.
The whole thing fuck up.
So, magic question, and this is what to be the trickiest part that I love seeing. When great players recognize greatness. Sometimes we fight and argue about it.
Yeah.
Do you truly believe that only great can recognize great because you see something in them?
They see it first. You normally see the light in somebody. That's how like the Barry Gordy you saw.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the Timberland saw. Whoever curated somebody or cultivated somebody, whether it be in entertainment or outside, they're just like intellectuals. Intellectuals know a gifted person. You ever saw Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
With Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Well, Matt Damon was this wayward dude in Boston. But it took a brilliant, the best professor on that campus at Harvard to see.
Was it Robin Williams?
No, it was Robin Williams was his therapist.
I seen it once when I was a kid.
So, but it took this brilliant professor
Right.
to see, like, okay, I know he's a juvenile delinquent.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's a felon. I'm going to go get him out of court because I saw 3 seconds of intellect, and I knew that this was more expansive than anything that anybody else in this school could provide.
Right.
If somebody was just an average professor, they probably don't see the gift in Will at that point because the presentation, what he has provided to society up until this point does not convey somebody who's a genius.
Right.
So a genius had to recognize the genius, and then after that, everyone saw the value in him.
Yeah. I think when John Thompson took that trip to Newport News.
Get Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, mom, everybody had left him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it took somebody who recognized the brilliance and the potential of this kid.
Yeah.
Because I know, first of all, I know his background. I understand his background.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I know I can understand
where he
come from, and I know he don't want to go back. So the hunger and the dysfunction in somebody's life can lead them to more greatness because it's like, I can't go back there. Like being from where you from, being from where I'm from. When we make it,
we ain't trying to go back.
The biggest thing you want to do is, I cannot go broke to go back to where, because I worked too hard to get up this hill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we hold on to more than the average because we know how hard it was to get here and how easy it is to slip away.
Right. And to piggyback off that, I think like our kids are getting the wrong imagery when they come to these rappers, whatever, because off your point, a lot of these rappers, of course, we know actors. They don't come from that. Because if they really truly did, they wouldn't be doing the shit to possibly go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
So again, to piggyback off what you're saying, it's like when you work so hard to get out of something, like you ain't trying to go back to that. So I feel like if more people who are in front of the camera, which is not gonna happen because that doesn't sell, would just be a buck
to strip down, strip down to who they were.
A lot of kids wouldn't be following that bullshit.
But the whole narrative is like, you know what I'm saying? I always hear it, these niggas fake. So it's like they know it.
Yeah.
Because I never heard a rapper not say these niggas fake on fuck with these niggas.
Yeah.
But who,
right or wrong?
But the thing about it, who is able to recognize the fraudulent behavior? It's gonna be the person.
It'll be the real ones.
That's from. So I say that because who is the majority of hip hop?
I'm gonna be
audience?
real though.
It's whites.
It's like this though, and I've always said, well, how come I start speaking or just keep quiet? But this time I choose to speak. What I mean by this, right? You can program you to have done something you have never done.
Mm-hmm.
So you just said something. All this shit is this, man, because all this shit is, you know what I mean? You said it, but I heard what you said.
Yeah.
Because, but they're programmed. They're programmed to see those demons.
Oh yeah.
Do like, and I want people to truly understand why this, all right? if we learned something today, I learned from pain, and a lot of people learn from berries of pain, right? You, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
That's the common slogan.
Right.
Yeah.
If no pain, no gain. Guy broke not I can't think his name, Jacob. He poked him in the side and messed up his ankle, and that's why some Israelites don't eat tendons,
Right.
because of his ankle. I mean, but it's not the ankle, but the hip bone, right? And because he was going to meet Elson, because he was going through this bigger struggle, and when he overcome the struggle, it was pain. But guess what? That pain reminded him of saying, "Hey, always be yourself."
Right.
But something they just did that I don't think people really know, that they programmed pain by releasing the Damir series. They programmed pain.
Man, listen.
Because it knocked your energy down a little bit, and it desensitized you of what a serial killer can fucking really look like.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Right? So it gave your threshold, when we talk about energy, right?
Yep.
Potential energy. How it needs an action potential to cross the threshold. That's why I say I love science and all this shit. Because if you lower that threshold and you literally say, okay, shit, you more immune to shit. If I desensitize and make it normal, shit, I see he did. He got away with a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's how you desensitize.
Right.
Right? Because the deteriorating conscience.
Yeah.
And you be like, oh, these people ain't never did no sliding. But guess what? These visual imageries of sliding and all that shit is programmed in them
You
to
just
think
said
when they go black out in their studio and rap, guess what's coming?
Yeah.
Somebody else's story. Somebody else's pain.
Totally did.
Because these people are really putting pain in that music.
Man.
Yeah.
So guess what? Who pain gonna come out that you've been programmed to listen to all the time? Somebody else is when you go try to rap like them.
Right.
Because you want to replicate that sound.
You
and
want to replicate what success look like. You're not replicating sound. That is the closest version of that you see to success.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
their
that's
version
what pays right now.
because the thing is, like, it's big deep, because that's why I said we wasn't given the blueprint.
Yeah.
Because we think our blueprint is being entertainment, get it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Their blueprint is controlling the chess game.
Mm-hmm.
The entire board.
Yep.
And that's why I said, no, this stuff really putting in. That's why I said,
Absolutely.
no. You got to learn how to control the chess game and be a player in the game,
Yeah.
because you got to know how to move your queen and protect and all those things.
Because, I mean, I've never always blamed the rapper. No, well,
Think bigger than the rapper, because it's not
Right.
just
It's
the rapper.
not.
it's the record label, because they have control of what they put out.
Keep going.
Now, most people now are independent, but still, like you say, they've been programmed. But yes, ultimately it's the record label, because, the positive,
I'm gonna be real.
quote unquote, conscious rap, you don't see that
I don't think.
all over.
I think the elite talk about what we doing, but don't really go through what we doing, because they go through what we going is a numbers based things.
It's all metrics.
It's numbers, analytics, man. And this is why it's like I chose to say, you know what, I want to start talking,
Yeah.
because I feel this is the era of the big speakers. So I was like, oh, who's a big speaker? But who's gonna let God speak for him, and who's gonna always protect him? The people that pray for me, them patience,
Yeah.
because they know what I'm doing is with a blessing.
Right.
But if they don't think program happen on the maximum scale of how do we feed news is through energy of pains
Yeah.
and decibels and tones and frequencies, and how can we lure you to get you to feel like, oh, this is really good, but it just touches soul to see drama. Drama feels good. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Especially when it's not yours.
Exactly.
Especially when it ain't.
Yeah, that would feel good. Oh shit, you said what?
We some fans of foolishness. We are some fans of
Hold on.
foolishness, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, niggas be gossip. Niggas do gossip, man. Let me
We
tell you
do.
something. We do. We
Go
got
to the barbershop.
Hey, yeah, let me
Every
tell
time
you
women
something.
ain't the only one gossip. We
fell off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but that's what makes it, especially with us being able to take a glimpse into people's lives now, we can make someone bigger or smaller than they really are, dressed off of what they allow us to see.
Yeah.
And then I think that's why sometimes we lose out on true acquisitions and real energy, because look at it like this.
I could,
If
yeah.
one person walks in
Uh-huh.
shiny, they looking good, they A1, and you go and you make inroads and you speak to that person first. You know how people can have the power to shift your whole energy? Imagine if you go and you make inroads with that person that's the shiny outward person, but they broke on the inside, and they fuck up your whole interaction, and now your day is ill. And it was the person walking right beside him that was a little bit, less flashy, less noticeable, not as appealing, but their energy could have provided that boost that you needed to get through the next day. Like, you know how you ever been embraced in a warm way by a person that you didn't even know?
Yeah.
And that put an added like oomph to the rest of your day? Or you get a compliment from somebody that don't owe it to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That power shows you how easy our emotional buttons can be manipulated, but it also shows you to not always focus on acquiring friends by titles and what they have, and acquiring relationships by what they are able to provide for you, because the energy sometimes that they're expending into you can be enough to, like you said, you're in that deficit and you're just trying to break even now because you trying to keep up with the Joneses, but you're doubting yourself now because you are riding with friends that you can't keep up with. And your whole goal was to catch them, but now you really are successful to a lot of people, but because I ain't made my first million hanging around millionaires, I'm broke. And so now you've conditioned yourself to believe that I have not made it, and now you in depression.
But everybody ain't gonna be no millionaire.
But the thing is, that's why you say everybody can't be the star. Right. Somebody got to be Guru. Somebody got to be Jay-Z.
That is the hardest thing about this, right? Because, man, the reign to a kingdom, oh, Lord Jesus, there's ways you can get there.
Yeah.
But just because you think you can get there in peaceful way, shit, some people think I can get there in a slaughter way.
Yeah.
You know, shit, it's a lot of history.
You know, we go. Well, you want to go that route? We get deep with that, but we ain't gonna go to the slaughters because we know who did the slaughter.
But it's a lot of history and shows that what reign really reigns supreme.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's why this is why people always highly doubt God, right? Because they feel like His reigns don't be long enough. Because I said reign gonna reign on the just and unjust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people that's part of the unjust, they don't feel like their reign lasts long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of socioeconomic status or whatever, or what their belief of what their idealism of success is, man. So it's like, just don't know.
So
and we live in an era where everyone is outspoken and get on this mud, can literally record something 20 times and get a perfect version.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, shit, man.
I think what a lot of people now in this era, I think clout is worth more than money to a lot of people. I think it's the younger generation.
It's true.
Which is crazy to me because a lot of motherfuckers be risking money that they have for clout.
Man, say.
I've heard you say, I think you giving too much credit to older people. The reason I say that because I
a lot of
you keep saying kids and younger people, and honestly,
it's a lot of older ones
a
too.
lot of this doesn't have an age limit because I've seen people who have they hit a stride older in life but didn't know how to handle the success, and so you start moving different, acting different, conveying a different being because you hit another level of success that you didn't even see for yourself.
Yeah.
And so when you get there, everybody don't know how to act in the hills.
Yeah.
Because some people used to be in that valley.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So when you get to the hills, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
you start looking down on that valley like, fuck niggas. Y'all could never see me. And you've become this toxic being.
Because you don't get there, like you said, you get there out of breath, struggling and shit.
Yeah.
Punch drunken and all that shit because the way you got there, you're tired.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you kind of want to let loose now.
Yeah.
You don't get there and say, you really got her through structure. No, you don't say that to yourself.
Yeah.
You say, you made it, nigga.
You fought and clawed.
That's all you say.
Fought and clawed.
Nigga, this the time you take a break. But no, this is time you actually got to go harder because shit.
Yeah, you got to maintain.
You got to maintain it.
It.
And that's the biggest thing about this shit, man. That's why,
that's like a relationship. Whatever it took for you to get me, it's going to take you to keep me. So you got to keep grinding.
And that is the condition.
Yeah.
And that's why you accept all terms and conditions with everything you goddamn do. That's why it's called responsibilities.
What's going to keep you in that gym with a $200 million contract? What keeps you going back when you've made your millions?
To know that, hey man, shout out to Rose Aesthetics and Rose Aesthetic Merch. This ad is sponsored by Dr. Rose and Rose Aesthetics. Please take a break from what is all this deep talking and realize that manifestyoursmile.org is really going on right now. We're doing a giveaway. So log on to manifestyoursmile.org right now and enter the chance for win what? A new smile of a lifetime. Manifest Your Smile. Rose Rose. Also, download the new album, Flight 717. Dr. Rose, download, go on Manifest Your Smile right now and get a digipack. Get it, man.
We had to pay some bills.
Like,
Man,
God damn it, man.
before we get out of here,
Oh, we ain't got to leave. I just had to take that brief intermission, motherfucker. Shit.
no, I want to get to the next
We
thing.
did it.
Because, the conversation's been dope, insightful, but it's been kind of heavy at times. So
Oh,
I
make it light.
want people to know you live. So
Shit.
what's been the, outside of work, what's been the best experience for you, let's say, in the last 2 years? We talked about the dark. The last 2 to 3 years, what's been the best experience
man,
ever?
listen,
that
I think
stands out?
that is the most beautiful thing, coming out and realizing, like, oh, shit, life is beautiful, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when you start, that was like, shit, every moment then became embrace it.
Yeah.
Because I am humbled, motherfucker. Because, shit, I am humbled to be loved. But that's when I started,
And
like.
that's when you get most of your blessings. Not to cut you out, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's when you get most of your blessings is when you're super humble. You're not complaining about shit. You're grateful for what you
Humility
do have
keeps up.
and not what
Humility
you don't.
brings an open heart.
Man,
And,
listen.
man, listen, man. When I tell you, man, when you can sit here and say, I think the biggest thing that also is apologizing when you have a chance, and because that, and just learning, like, the best thing I ever did was realize, shit, nigga, I'm out here partying with some of the top elite people that everybody else is like, nigga, I ain't do it with a deal. I ain't do it with
You
a
got
deal,
that shit
man.
out the mud.
And that's what
You got it out the
people
mud.
gotta understand. No record label put me in that room with Future, or with all these entertainers. Nobody, God did.
Yeah.
Because God said, I'm finna help you avoid all these peaks and valleys, my dog, and go be a motherfucking dentist. And you being in school for 8 years and learning this shit and becoming one of the best dentists got you in this motherfucking room.
Yeah.
And that's why I be like, man, listen, if you understood that you can be a superstar in your fucking head,
Find your field and be a superstar.
man, listen, because everyone has a chord.
Yeah.
Everyone has a frequency. If you're not touching them, it's just not the chord that they rock with you on.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool. You know what I mean? So that was my biggest thing. We're like, man, listen, man, this shit, like, nigga, you ain't here with him. And that's why we're like, dog, well, wait, man, you up there with them.
I don't think you
Everybody said,
realize,
shit,
though.
he in there with you.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, because the thing I was going to say,
Shit.
because you know how they provide, a visual of what,
yeah.
I mean, shit. My talent is something you need, too. You get what I'm saying?
And
Exactly.
that's when I learned to respect the artistry at their top level, because they
Yeah.
understood, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, oh, shit, no, nigga, we here together.
Yeah.
Because shit, y'all energy brought each other.
Yeah.
But that energy overcoming and y'all working hard, and so I like what that man creating.
Yeah.
And I like what you creating. So we both got a value now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. Everyone wants a value for their voice and not a skill.
Right.
And they're trying to make the clout a skill. But I'm gonna be real. Shit, kind of the way people go viral these days, they may actually have made the algorithm clout a skill.
But they create a small, minute
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah. So it's like,
small window.
but that's
That
and
15 minutes.
but if people realize that is always in the top 1%, you're always aiming for the top 1%. I don't care what nobody thinks. From their perspective, that's why I said, nah, this shit ain't about black or white no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit about motherfuckers aim for the top 1% no matter what they are.
Yeah.
That's why, like, sometimes you can't look at how people reign a kingdom. You just gotta live by say, there's rain over there. Let me go ahead and shit. Sometimes it may come over and see how to avoid that shit,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because they rain a little different than mine. They got thunderstorm. They got a little hail over there. They got a little shit. I ain't
Like we
equipped with
see
right
it,
now.
like hell,
You
like
know what I'm saying?
like we
Look
see
right
it.
there.
We
I
can look at it
see
from a physical
But-
perspective.
But sometimes
Yeah.
we want to go over there still.
Right.
Guess what? That shit look good. Guess what? I entertained that shit too.
Yeah.
It was good. It was sitting outside. Like, cause you get to experience some over here. That's why
Yeah.
like that shit about balance now. Because when I found those good times, like, oh shit, you out rationing them out.
Yeah.
Don't be they gotta lend up all the good days.
Yeah.
And when the bad days come, shit, that's about rationing your blessings now. Like saying, like, I gotta be humble to know, like, this shit may not ever come again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, now, shit, I have fun with this shit. I be everything that God made me to be.
You know the last thing, and I feel like this is so important, I wanted to end on this. Like you said earlier, you made it.
Yeah.
came from, slim beginnings.
Uh-huh.
Knowing that and being somewhere where you're at home, how do you maintain boundaries?
Because I made it through God, and I realized the shit it took to get here and find God.
Yeah.
That is the truly biggest thing that I feel like we go through.
No, but how do you maintain boundaries
Now,
between
listen.
people? Because the reason I say, when you talked about hiring family, you can't do that.
Listen,
People look to you sometimes as the faucet. So how do you maintain
I do it.
boundaries?
because I tell them I found God.
Yeah.
and the thing is, right? Because, and I was talking about this earlier, and I say it in the ways where it's truly understanding this right here. I had to literally look in and say, no one is truly going to help you the way that you can help yourself overcome, because no one truly really knows what the fuck you go through.
Yeah.
Only God do. So it's like you got to understand that. And you live in a journey, but the shit that I go through, the shit that I post, it really don't have relevance into your life, but something in you gonna kind of make it feel that way.
Yeah.
Because the way I'm living.
Yeah.
Not knowing I might be battling the same trials and tribulations you battling.
Yeah.
But it's not until really realize that you find God, is right. Everyone go through the same shit.
Yeah.
But if you never found him, you're gonna literally look at me to be your God now.
Yeah.
So now I gotta make the ultimate decision on if I give you money or if I keep you around or if I give this. Like, no, I'm being God to you now.
Because you're their you're their blessing in the physical form. Like when you are the person that is able to provide for yourself, you are looking at a higher being that's been able to provide this. But imagine you're the person.
I'm your source.
You're their source, so they will look at you in a God-like manner.
And how you keep that boundaries? By telling the goddamn truth. And that's why I said, like, nah, man. And people think I said like this. I found God, bro.
Because you made it sound like I got blessed.
No. Let me tell you what God showed me. And people be like, dog, boy, why you be talking about God? Because, bro, I'm telling you, nigga, I'm gonna tell you what God showed me. God showed me what you going through, bro.
That's how you be blocking out.
God told
when you see the bullshit coming, you just got hit with
No, because he told me I was gonna see a spirit like you, motherfucker. And guess what? That spirit, you got to go through it.
He told me to tell you I ain't got 300 hours.
He told me I can't take you out of this right now. You need to go through this.
And that's no. And that's when you realize,
Who am I to judge, God?
because, bro,
I can't take you out of this.
I can't get you.
He said something. I can't take you out of this.
No, man, listen.
God told me.
I can't get him. Because but listen.
Shit.
And I'm serious. We joke. No, man, listen. We joke, but that's how you burn up your blessings.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
it's spending too much.
you can give energy to the wrong way, and it kind of pulls you in. That's why I don't believe in cheating no more, man.
Hey,
Because
cheating like what?
not like cheat, but like the shit that you do to get around shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like cheating. Like,
Shortcuts.
nah, like no, man, because that shit come back.
Come back to you. Hell yeah, that shit comes
Like,
back.
nah, that shit come
That shit
back
come back.
in a way that you wouldn't even know it. You like, wait.
It's like when people have the weight loss surgery and they don't work to lose that weight. A lot of times they gain it back.
You can't
and,
cheat.
and not
You
on no
can't
joke
control
shit.
where
It's
it
just-
comes back to.
But when you work to get that weight off, you like, nah, fuck
Exactly.
that Big Mac. I'm not eating that shit.
Because guess what? You keep around that same shit that keep on letting beam. You trying to get you run away from. Nope, I just cut you away. No, you didn't, motherfucker. Because I'm back
I'm
here.
right here.
Are you getting back fat, motherfucker?
You still eating cheese?
Exactly.
it's in your genes.
Yeah, you greedy. You greedy.
Rough
You got
as
the
shit.
demon of greed. You're greedy. You're not getting rid of me.
Right.
That's how it
Real
is, because
though.
that is the demon of greed.
Yeah.
To go cheat the process instead
Yeah.
of work through trials and tribulations to expel them.
Yeah.
That's what the trials and tribulations for. That's why I say, I can't help you, because if I keep cutting you off, you're not gonna really learn the true lesson.
Yeah.
I'm crippling you.
So it's like, nah.
Real talk, you are.
I really say shit like that in a joking way. Then I literally got to go back and say, okay, here's the meaning behind the joke,
Yeah.
because I know laughter actually cures it.
Right.
But it's like, hey, motherfucker, you really do need to handle it, motherfucker, because I'm going through shit.
I told y'all I found God, but
Gotta
real
tell
talk.
them the truth. Like you said, I'm telling them the truth.
Hey, I really ain't got it, man. I ain't got it.
Man.
And sometimes you make a joke about not having it, you're like, oh shit, I actually can help this time. Literally, I go back, oh shit, I ain't got it. I've been saying I ain't got it all week.
It's like first reflex. I done told I ain't got it. Like,
I
oh,
told her
shit.
3 times.
Shit, man, I ain't got it. Where you got it? Nah, for real.
I thought you get paid on first and 15th. This is just the 15th shit, so ain't no rent.
The 16th
I got you later on.
car payment check. You got a little extra money.
Nah. For real. If I had it, you had it. If I had it, you got it. You call a week later, you got it now.
I'll call you. I'll call you when I got it.
Because you don't expect a nigga to need money for a whole week straight. You think somebody gonna come.
Nobody gave it to you yet.
And that's
Still need $50 to go 2 weeks.
And that's the fucking secret about this shit, right? You like, all right, I ain't got it now. You just gonna turn it to, all right, I'm coming back later, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it. Next time I see you, I need the same 50.
And that's when you gotta pick the discernment in that lesson now, man. Yeah. That's why, like, shit, man. Like, people be like, nah, literally, like, bro, it's a lesson behind everything. Like you said earlier, you said everything has a lesson behind it, right? So it's like, do I want to help you with that lesson? That's the game that I think people don't realize. Like, chess is literally like, if people really stuck to chess, it is so cruel. Which one of your friends you gonna use as a pawn?
But you know us as black folks.
It's all right.
What's the first thing we say?
Not check. All right.
I hate asking that nigga for money. He always want a priest. I'm gonna give him his money. All right. I know if you ask me for my money, I should be able to tell you something.
You know, my money. I want to hear explanation.
I'm glad you need this 200.
And that's the chess game I play. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you a whole lesson. Right. So you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna want to come back.
I don't think y'all are puns because I ain't finna cut you off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my family thinking it's puns, so I ain't gonna cut them off.
But that might be the lesson in letting somebody borrow some money, like not tearing them down, but like, hey, shit.
But that's when I told you, that's why you can't mix family business, because when you treat them as a pun, you come off as a business decision.
I don't mix blood with money.
Hey, it's hard,
brother.
Hey, why you think the Jackson's so dysfunctional?
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like, you know what? This ain't no loan. I'm just gonna give you this $100.
Hey,
I don't want to have to.
Don't loan nothing you gonna miss. That's what I always tell people.
What that comedian say? Rodman said his mama asked him for $600. He was like, "Mama, that's ass for me."
Hey, hey, you know what?
You my mama, so I can't be fighting.
You said that, right? But that literally goes to what God talks about with giving with an honest heart.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I said, like, no, bro, we grow up with his common sense and common sense.
Yeah.
But when it's time to apply a fucking Bible behind it, we all like, oh, I can't do it.
Right.
Motherfucker, you literally just said the same thing.
Yeah.
Literally, give with an honest heart. Well, I ain't giving what I can't bite off and chew. You know what I mean? Like, literally, all right, shit.
Cause you gotta come behind that person 3 days later. I need you. I need that money.
Right, you ain't giving something you need because you needed it back, motherfucker. You tried some energy. I'm gonna show them that I can give them money. I want to be there. Well, motherfucker, I didn't have it on the second day, motherfucker. I ain't got it. I came to you in desperation, man. I was gonna lie to get it.
you know, don't get nobody your last.
You know what desperation
because that's gonna make you want to whoop their ass when they take life.
Right.
Especially when they ducking you.
Hey, if you truly desperation look like I fit to say whatever it takes to get you to say one thing that I can literally say, okay, I'm gonna give it back tomorrow. Nigga, just give me 2 hours. Nigga, just 2 minutes. Yes. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna text you in 2 minutes. I'm gonna text you. All right, bro. I'm gonna be back. I'm got tired. Can I just meet up with you tomorrow?
You know what I hate?
Next week,
you ain't
man.
gonna see that money.
I hate when they say I'll get you tomorrow. Unless tomorrow is Friday and direct deposit hitting, you're lying to me. Like, you give yourself more time.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm gonna give you the next week. You ain't gotta come see me tomorrow.
Because what's gonna change in the next 8 hours?
You ain't gonna.
But
then it's gonna be like, damn, nigga, it was only $100. It was 100 that you didn't have.
Saying, man, that's why.
What the Negro Chronicle?
Man, dog.
I just sit back and live now.
Man, Rose, man. First of all, let them know where they can find you. First of all, let them know your social media.
Rose, drrose.ilive, drrose.aesthetics. Dr. Rose, like, God damn it, man. Just follow me for every goddamn thing. Shit, man, you love me. You love my voice. This is the age of Aquarius.
And for all you niggas who've been having gold teeth in your mouth for 30 years and you ready to pull them out and get some good veneers.
Going on, get in line.
What's the waiting? What's the wait? But
no, you know what, man?
I know you booked up.
Man, ain't no book up, man. I take them all, man. Come all. We spreading this Rose aesthetics in every rosy land areas, man.
That's what's up,
The
bro.
beautiful thing about aesthetics, man, aesthetics is a lifestyle, man. So we not only, like, we are truly doing something great in dentistry. We are making dentistry as a brand that, that is something that's forefront for black people.
Yeah,
because we're always in the middle of culture. That's why I say, man, listen, this stage we're gonna always be having for me to have. Because God put teeth in the middle of culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either we grill, so we
smile is everything, especially if you're single.
So
now, if you already been married for 20 years,
you a magician, like, honestly, man.
Exactly.
Shit, you up there, like, first of all, you can't hide a smile.
Exactly.
Bad or good.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So to this day forward, I have so many individuals I touch, and we exchange energy. So I listen, it's a blessing to even make it this far. So that's why I say, man, at the end of the day, wherever you do, man, you may find me. I'm gonna be preaching the energy, and I'm going to sit here and say God heals. Also, I'm going to sit and say, find me on Dr.Rose.
Yeah.
That I live. Find me on Dr.Rose.aesthetics and manifestyourSmile.org, man. I know I keep on saying this because I'm going to program this shit in your head, man.
You got to
do that.
Because aesthetics is a lifestyle. Truly is. So, but I do want to say this one thing. Shout out to all the black dentists out there, the black doctors. I really don't shout out the community a lot. So before I leave, I do want to shout out to them because y'all do go through a lot. I do stand with y'all. And I want people to truly understand that some of the things that all these black dentists are doing, they are really the 1% to 2% to 3% in the healthcare field, man.
Yeah.
So we want to sit here and say this. Big shout out to them and shout out to everybody that's creating music right now. Hey, y'all are the speakers. Keep doing it responsibly.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
And everybody out there trying to make moves, you youngsters out there that feel as though there's only certain lanes you can go into to shine, man. Let him be a visual into doing it outside of what people feel like is the one way to do it. He got the ISO, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he gave y'all real gems, and so I appreciate you pulling up on us, man. And
no doubt.
y'all, man, if y'all in Dallas area, pull up on him as far as for the dental work. He does A1 work. He don't give Nick, cousin discounts, so don't be trying to go up there.
I mean, listen. I fuck with you, Dallas. Let's do it, everybody. Hey, download the album.
See, I'm not gonna be the one telling he gonna get it. I'm not gonna give it.
No. That's the whole thing, man. Listen. I am for the people, affordable status.
You got Lelway, you got Klarna.
You know what?
You got Afterpay.
You know what? I try to find a way.
They're gonna have to go up in the club and pull them shits out in the section. You ain't paying for these. Nigga repo you for these.
You ever had to repossess some teeth?
Hey, it's one of the things, and then nah. But it's one of the things like, dog, you see it.
Shit.
You see so much stuff in it. And that's why, dude, I get to have fun, but like you said, I do have to walk a fine line. I be want to tell stories like, shit, I can't tell this. God damn it.
Even if I wanted to hear something, but I knew you could.
Even if they don't think it's about them, it do probably be about them.
Cause he probably be seeing chicks coming there with 120,000 followers, fine as hell, mouth fucked up.
I don't see it. Everyone is beautiful. Like, he need to go there. No, the motherfucker. Hey, you listen, all them beautiful, gorgeous women out there. This ain't nothing wrong with your smile.
You gonna get a text later, nigga. I heard you talking about.
Like, put a little rose in it.
I felt triggered.
Put a little rose in it, man. Everything is amazing. Download the album, Flight 717. Hey, no, I'm putting out your text. Listen, I bullshit you not. You always say people that's literally headstrong and all this creators, we all push up to the maximum.
Yeah.
Download the album and tell me if there's not one of the best albums you've heard.
Flight 717.
And I'm challenging y'all, like the lyrics say, hey, now really, and two songs that our lyrics sit well with me is Other Side and Faith. All right? Those are two gospel-based songs. And then listen, that whole album right now was already viral before I even dropped. So it's like, if people really listen to that bitch, I guarantee you listen to her right now. I'm challenging y'all. Challenge content.
I'm actually going to it right now.
Before you go home, put that goddamn in the album.
What was the song? Because I know we came in on Facebook.
Was that hard?
That was dope as hell. So what's the song? What's the other song?
I say Other Side.
We came in on Faith, right?
Faith.
Right. So we're going to do Other Side.
Hey, I heard Right Now.
Nah, that's
number 3.
That's why you putting us on.
Right Now. Right Now is Bang. Do It Better is a club bang.
Matter of fact, we're gonna do Right Now because at the end of the day they got a star next to it. You got 4 stars, so that means the streams is treating you real good.
It's a blessing. Also, I get to put my tones out in different formations for everybody to feel my vibe. So that's why I can play. I'm everything. I do art and teeth mouth. I manifest smiles and I do art and I create music and everything, man. That's God.
That nigga say I entertain for a living.
You damn
know
right.
What I'm saying?
Shit. I walk in my truth sometimes.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just glad to see you remaining in that same light, man. Continually elevating, man, and becoming and walking into your greatness. So we just want to give you your flowers here at Unspoken Conversation, man. And thank you for pulling up on us again.
And I take them, and I'm gonna say we're gonna bury them, plant some more seeds from the shit. So we're gonna keep on elevating this because I believe in black podcasts. I believe in black media as a source of entertainment and providing the truth and the real narrative. So, like I said, this is the era of the big speakers, and it's time for them to start providing the platforms for people to come on like this, like y'all Unspoken Conversation that allow realness but still would speak the real too as well.
Man,
Appreciate
appreciate it,
it,
man.
man.
We appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Again, go and download Flight 717.
Do it.
Go on and follow him at Dr. Rose. Dr. Rose I Live.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Rose Aesthetics.
Dave Skadersky.
Hey, support the movement, man. Shout out to my boy Flimarachi, man, and shout out to my boy Knowledge on the Road, man. We'll be back next week. It's your boy Antoine the Source.
DJ D-Boy, the charming asshole.
And Rose.
We out of here.
Dave
Peace.
Skadersky. Oh, this here. Be
Oh, this is a song from the clip. Yeah, when you had the Mavs jersey.
Yeah.
I done that front. Took advice, now I give it. Now I'm coolin' that I outgrow it. A lot of them tell you I'm dissing on purpose. Yeah. I know how they felt the minute they heard this. And I'm not sorry. I'm not sympathetic.
Somebody out of
Yeah. Please leave a message, I probably would get it. Yeah. We did it and we taking all of the credit. Yeah. Beautiful. I've been out of it, working on the sound of it. We all know why I should be proud of it. We all know I found this shit. I ain't gotta be as loud as him. Why the fuck you always shouting shit? Chill. My bitch bad, my city happy. I get it back and I give it back. See, I ain't with the cabin, so you feel it at me right now. And my shot is flawless, she can't do no wrong. Like if I met somebody with some pretty acne, like this is really happening right now. Real shit, don't tip-tap it right now. White tee, my dad's fitted khaki right now. Ain't got time to be getting savvy right now. At 16, I've been knowing. All I had to do was just prove it. Took advice, now I give it. Now I'm coolin' that I outgrow it. A lot of them tell you I'm dissing on purpose. Yeah. I know how they felt the minute they heard this. And I'm not sorry. I'm not sympathetic. Yeah. Please leave a message, I probably would get it. Yeah. We did it and we take it all the credit. This is really happening right now. Real shit, don't tip-tap it right now. White tee, my dad's fitted khaki right now. Ain't got time to be getting savvy right now.